Hello, students. Today we are taking up the first topic in the subject of organization of commerce and management. And the name of the topic is nature and significance of management. When we talk about the word management, management means art of getting things done through others. It means there are a number of people who are involved in accomplishing one particular task. It is not where one person is working all by himself, he is self disciplined. It is not called as management, right? Because that one person who has undertaken a particular activity or a particular task, he will clearly notify schedules for himself, he will be ready upon his resources, and so on. So he has to self manage himself. Again, he is managing, but there's no group of people, right? When there are group of people working all together, it means that there exists a organizational hierarchy within them. There is someone who is above or beneath the other. There is one person who is the boss and the other who is the subordinate. At such point of time, you have to delegate authority and responsibility relationships. You have to assign resources. You have to create timelines within which a particular task has to be completed, and so on. So therefore you need to have proper management practices at place. Then and then it is possible to accomplish any task in a smooth manner. So now when we move further, management is called as an art. Now, when do you call something as an art? Art is something which is more execution based. It requires higher levels of skill for the purpose of execution, right? You need to have knowledge. Along with that, you need to have a certain skill which you can execute. So there is an inbound skill within yourself, plus you are pursuing more and more knowledge, you are gathering more and more knowledge to enrich that particular skill, and now you are executing that knowledge, you are putting that knowledge into practice, so as to ensure that you're able to accomplish a particular goal, a particular task. So again, a goal has to be predetermined. That is the end result. What do you want to achieve in the end has to be predetermined. Then and then you can plan out accordingly. Until and unless I know that I have to develop a graphic designing software, it will not be easier for me to identify to whom I should assign this particular project, who is the finest graphic designer in my organization, right? So my end result has to be known to me, and then I have to put people to work to achieve that particular end result. So ultimately, when I talk about management, it is an art of getting things done through other means. There is a manager who is dealing with the group of people in such a way in which he is motivating them to accomplish that particular goal in a collaborative manner. Because when more number of people are involved in accomplishing one particular activities, there are chances of conflicts, and we want to avoid these conflicts, right? We don't want to nurture this conflict, we want to avoid them. We want more and more collaborative and cooperative efforts for accomplishing the organizational goal, right? So that's how one has to proceed. So the manager needs to have proper skills to put all the resources together and make sure that the ultimate organizational goal is achieved. Further, when we discuss about the nature of management, it is called as management is a universal process. When I say something is universal in nature, it means that it is prevalent everywhere. It is a of a pervasive nature. Like air, it is present everywhere. Likewise, management is a universal process. Everywhere you need management. Whether you are managing your home, you have to decide upon the budget for your family, you have to decide upon the entire day schedule, and so on. You will decide upon the groceries also, right? So at the same time, when you're organizing a party, you will prepare a list about whom to invite, where to organize a party, who would do the catering, how would be the decoration, what activities you would undertake. So again, you are managing things because there are number of people who would be visiting your place for the particular party, right? So ultimately, you want a success of that party, and therefore you're managing things. So again, when I talk about management, it is a goal oriented process as well. Like I told you that beginning from your home to your organization, to your company, whatever it is, you need to have management practices at place. Similarly, it is a goal oriented activity. Ultimately, you want a success of your organization, or you want to successfully organize a particular party, and then you will direct all your energies in that particular direction to ensure that whatever you have decided for your organization or for your personal goal, it is achieved. So your end result has to be predetermined. Say for example, if you decide that my venture should earn a profit of rupees 1 crore in the coming 6 months, so now as your end result, your expectation is clear to you, your goal is clear to you. Now you will be able to uh, incorporate strategies within your organizational structure which will make you achieve that particular goal, right? So the end result has to be very much known to you. So it is a goal oriented activity. Your goal is predetermined, and now you are undertaking the actions so as to ensure that all these actions are directed towards achieving the final goal. So the end result has to be very clear in your mind. Then it is a group activity. Again, management is an art of getting things done through others. So when I talk about others, there are a number of people involved. So there's a group of people involved together, and therefore whatever management practices you will undertake will be directly affecting that particular group. So it is group activity. The manager and the managed both are the humans, and humans form a group for accomplishing a particular goal, a particular act, achieving a particular business target, and so on. So therefore management also becomes a group activity. People collectively perform a task and they are to be managed. Again, management is a continuous process. When I say something is continuous in nature, it means that it doesn't stop. Say for example, when you breathe, you don't decide all of a sudden that okay, today morning I'll wake up at this particular time, say 6 o'clock, and I will breathe in all the good oxygen, and for rest of the day I will not have to breathe, or I won't breathe at all. Is that possible? No. Just like breathing is a continuous process, management is also a continuous process. You constantly have to make decisions, you constantly have to monitor, you constantly have to see whether the work is directed in a suitable direction or not, whether the tasks are performed properly or not, right? So you have to constantly be alert, you have to constantly manage things, whether there is any conflict prevalent within the organization which is directly impacting the authority responsibility relationships. Again, that you have to ensure that that does not happen. So management is a continuous process. You cannot one fine day say that okay, today I will uh, carry out all the management practices in my organization and tomorrow I don't have to do anything. That's not how it works. It is continuous in nature, it is to be carried out on day to day and regular basis. It does not stop. Then it is a human process. Now who are to be managed? People, right? The machinery, the computers, whatever you are purchasing, or to say the raw material, they don't have feelings, they don't have emotions. You have to buy them, you have to put them to use, they will give you proper result. But those people who are going to put it to use, they have to be managed. You have to ensure that they are able to convert the resources into a proper output or into a suitable output. Then and then your ultimate organizational goal will be achieved. So it is the people who are to be managed. And who are going to manage the people? The people themselves. Like the manager and the subordinates, they all are humans. So it is a human process. Management is a decision process. When I say decision process, it means that when you're managing something, you're constantly making choices, you're constantly making decisions. Okay, I have to reach the target, achieve a target of a profit of 1 crore rupees in this particular quarter. So how should be my marketing strategy? Will I have to be aggressive in nature? Do I have to do constant promotions? Do I have to increase my sale? Should I explore new markets to make sure that I'm able to achieve that particular level of profit, right? So ultimately you're making decisions, you're making choices that what you want to do. So management is a decision making process. Whatever decisions are taken at the management level, they will be executed further by the executive level, and that is where the actual business outcome will be succeed, but ultimately how the outcome will be achieved will be decided by the management. So it is a decision making process. Again, management is a science, art, and profession. When I say that something is science, science means that something that is factual in nature, something that really exists. Say for example, law of gravitation. The gravitational force is uniformly applicable to all of us, right? So it is a science, we know that it is true, you cannot question the gravitational force. Why? Because there are principles, rules, theories which can explain the presence of gravitational force to us. So likewise, management also has its rules and principles. So how the management practices should be put to use, how to deal with a particular situation, everything is clearly and properly defined. So we can say management is a science. Then management is an art. Art is more execution based, like I told you, art of getting things done through others. Management is a art of getting things done through others. Means the manager is skillfully dealing with people so as to ensure success of the organization. So it is an art, one has to be very meticulous, very alert while dealing with people, because again, when we are dealing with people, we are dealing with different psychologies, and we don't have to hurt anybody, and at the same time we have to ensure success of our organization, and therefore management is an art. Then management is a profession. When I say profession, professionals are people who are expert in their particular area of knowledge. Say for example, medical practitioners, doctors, they have knowledge in their particular area, they are skillful in their particular area, that is medicine. Say for example, lawyers, they are the masters of their area, that is the legal profession. So management is also a profession because it is having its own body of knowledge, and this knowledge is again specialized in nature, that is the management knowledge, right? So management is a profession as well. Then moving further, if we discuss about the importance of management, it is necessary in every field, right? Like I told you, whether you're managing your home, you're organizing a party, you're running a business, you're organizing an event for your college, be it anything, things have to be managed. So management is required in every field. Management is needed in every field, right? It is all pervasive. You have to be very wise in managing things so as to ensure ultimate success. Now, management ensures optimum utilization of resources. When we say optimum utilization of resources, it means the objective and correct utilization of resources, avoiding wastage, and ensuring that the raw material or any resources that we are putting to use are used in such a manner which will give you the utmost result, right? So when you have proper management at place, you will be able to allocate the resources wisely. You will be able to guide the people in such a way that they are able to bring down the wastage, and your optimum utilization level would be achieved. So optimum utilization of resources is possible if you have good management practices at place. Again, management ensures accomplishment of objective. Like I told you, whenever you're managing something, your end result is always known to you. You know where you want to go. You know that I want to achieve a profit of 1 crore in one particular year, or a particular quarter, or a particular half year, right? So you know where you want to achieve, and you will direct all your energy, you will direct all your resources, you will strategize in a particular way so as to ensure achievement of that particular objective. So management ensures that your end result is achieved. So accomplishment of objectives become easy when you have proper management practices at place. When there is proper management, there are high chances of your business succeeding. When you have efficient people working together, and there's someone who is able to motivate them to work in a particular manner so as to ensure success of the organization, the business success is inevitable, it is going to succeed, right? So it is, if you have proper management practices in your organization, you have good management in your organization, your business success is 100%. So good management is useful in success of business. It increases job opportunity. Okay, now say for example, imagine Reliance, Tata, Infosys at the time of their inception, and imagine them today. Do they have similar labor force? No, it has expanded its operation on such a vast ground that now they are increasing in the number of job opportunities, which is ultimately impacting the nation as a whole, right? They are able to tap the untapped human resource, natural resources, and they are able to put it to use. And ultimately, they are expanding their operations, they are increasing profits, they are giving good output to the society as well, and ultimately they are increasing job opportunity, which is fulfilling the interest of the nation as a whole. So when you expand your operations, you have good management practices, you are definite to grow. Success of business is high chances rated, and at the same time you're expanding your operations, so definitely you will increase the job opportunities. Again, there would be increase in profit. When there is good management practices at place, there are chances, very high chances, that you will gain abundantly, right? Your profits are destined to increase. So good management, increase in profit, 100%. Then social benefits. When we talk about social benefits, social is the word that comes from the society. So a organization, a company, a industry is a part and parcel of the society. It is born in the society. It is getting all its resources from the society: land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, raw material, whatever it is, right? So everything is coming from the society, and whatever output the organization would produce would also again go back to the society. So it is somewhere benefiting the society as a whole. The goods and services which it will provide will be again provided at a reasonable price. The price should not be exploitative. Why? Because we have received the resources from the society, now it's time to return things back to them. Now there's time when we have to ensure their welfare. So you have to make sure that you're not exploiting them, right? So you have to procure the resources from the society and ensure welfare of the society by providing this end result, the output of those resources to the society at a reasonable rate. Then ultimately, last point is, that is national motive. Like I told you, increase in job opportunity by tapping the untapped human resource, increasing the profit, social benefits by procuring the resources from the society and putting them to optimum use, be it natural resources or human resources. Ultimately, the nation is going to grow as a whole. So this is how management ensures that the nation is also growing, and therefore management is required to ensure success of the business. So as of now, today we will stop our class over here. Tomorrow we will take up management as a science, art, and profession, and we shall move further with the topic. If you've liked the discussion, kindly like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.